In this video, I will explain to you how to tell the difference between an acid and a base, this time using the Arrhenius definition. So, Arrhenius definition. And well, this definition, not like this 5 times definition, actually uses some of the stuff we have learned so far, like chemical reactions and that kind of material. So let's see. Arrhenius focuses on the ions that are produced to know if something is an acid or a base. So the main thing you have to know are the ions produced. What this means is that an acid will produce certain ions and a base will produce different ions. So let's see. Arrhenius said that an acid has to produce hydronium ions. So let me write it, hydronium. And what this is basically just an H with an I with a positive charge, or you could also represent it as H3O with a positive charge. This is basically this. So it's like the H plus the H2O forming the hydronium ion. But you can call hydronium the H plus or this. So whenever you see an H plus or a hydronium ion, you can say that is called an Arrhenius acid. Now let me write this part. Now for a base, or what we call a Arrhenius base, an Arrhenius base will want to produce or contain a hydroxide ion. Hydroxide. And what this is simply an OH minus. So whenever you see a hydroxide ion, you will be able to tell that is an Arrhenius base. Now let's do some reactions for you to see them in practice. So we have something like this, HClO, and according to the solubility rules, this is aqueous, plus water. Well, water is water, so you just put as a liquid. And what this will form is the hydronium ion, and the hydronium ion is always aqueous, and simply the ClO minus. That is aqueous too, because it's an ion. So what happened here is that the H reacted with the H2O, doing the same thing I explained to you. So the H plus reacted with the H2O, and simply form the hydronium ion, which is H3O plus. And whenever we see a hydronium ion produced, we know that this is called an Arrhenius acid. Arrhenius acid. So we have an Arrhenius acid right here. Now let's say we have something like this. We have, wrong color, NaOH. So this could really be your first clue of how this is going to be. This is aqueous. We have the sodium, so it will always be aqueous. And there should be a 2 here. I just confused two problems. I thought this was barium for a second. So NaOH, just like that. Let me move the whole thing. This is aqueous. You have sodium, as I said. And you will have Na plus aqueous plus OH minus. So from there, you will, if you remember what an Arrhenius base is, if it produces a hydroxide ion, it will be a base. So this is a Arrhenius base. So they're really easy to identify. You only have to know that a base will always produce hydroxide. So base, hydroxide, and acid, hydronium. And that's how you identify Arrhenius, using the Arrhenius definition, an acid and a base. It's pretty simple.